Hopefully, if I remember how to do this, we should be live here. Um, alright, well, I think we are live. Well, everyone, welcome to the stream. Today's date is the 18th of July, and you're probably very confused why I have no overlays on the screen, why I have nothing on the screen. It's just a screen and then the text. Um, it's because everything's messed up here, pretty much. Um, my computer that I usually use, gone. It exploded. It has not been working properly. It's been overheating. The CPU has been, like, very bad at working. It's been getting very, very hot. All the fans are starting to make, like, weird noises, so I'm just not gonna take any risk with it. I'm gonna go get it looked at soon. But for right now, we're gonna be doing this all off a laptop today, so that's why the mic quality is significantly worse because I'm using a headset today. I usually would have my big mic, and I'm almost on the floor, sitting in a chair, but we got it, and I just decided, hey, we're gonna do this live coverage. I haven't done one of these in about a week. I was supposed to have a very good edited forecast out today. I'm gonna probably have a forecast out later, but it's gonna be on this. I don't have a webcam on here. I don't have much, but we got the radar. We got you guys, and we got a microphone. That's about all that matters. What else we have is a enhanced risk of severe weather. That includes 52 million people. Look at this. 52 million people. This includes the whole state of New Jersey. This includes Maryland. This includes Delaware. All of Delaware is in there. We have a new tornado warning, or we have an updated tornado warning. I wanted to look at our tornado warning real quick because you can see there is a hook starting to form off that notch there. So if you live by Deposit, you need to run to your shelter. Do not walk. And we have a pretty big velocity spike, so that tells me if this thing isn't observed right now, it's gonna be on the ground here soon. So if you're just tuning in, I apologize for the stream today. It's being ran off of a laptop, so I don't have my usual stream overlays. I don't have my usual setup, but we're gonna make it work today because hey, that's what the channel's about. I'm trying to help as much people as possible. So that's what we're gonna do. Like, can I just like confirm, are we live? We should be streaming. We should be streaming. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, anyone that's coming in from YouTube, hello, hello, welcome into the stream. I know today's stream is not gonna be the best, but we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna do as much as I can to make it work. But if you're just tuning in, we have a tornado warning for Deposit in, I believe, New York. Yeah, we have Deposit in New York, upstate New York, under a tornado warning with a pretty big velocity spike right here. So that tells me that if we don't have a tornado on the ground right now, which the CC is telling me that we could right now, um, it's going to be on the ground very shortly if it's not right now. And we have that hook echo on the radar. We have the velocity to match it. We have the CC drop potentially, which if what the CC drop tells me is all of these, you see all the colors, the normal colors, these are rain droplets in the sky. These are all things that correlate with what's in the sky. So you see how you have so much raindrops to where they all are the same color. When you have these colors that do not match up, like this is different because it's on the edge, but in the middle, kind of where they don't match up, and you have a velocity and you have a reflectivity spike in the exact same area, that usually tells you that you have a tornado on the ground producing damage. And we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. No idea where this is. We're going to have to see in a moment. All the severe warnings, all this stuff should like flash, and that's how I'll know. Yeah, okay. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Oklahoma. Take a look at that. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in Oklahoma, and Oklahoma wasn't even in a marginal risk today. They're in a general thunderstorm. Same with down here in Texas. This place, I feel bad if you guys live um, by Del Rio in Texas, by Fort Stockton. You guys have just been getting everything. Been getting severe storms, been getting tornadoes, flooding. It's been a mix of everything up here, and it's just not stopping still. Still going. So we have those two severe warnings. We have this severe warning. It looks like we might have a little bit of a storm line starting to build, moving towards, I think this would be moving pretty much towards the direction of Oklahoma City. So Oklahoma City, you got about an hour, hour and a half before the storms, I think, are on your doorstep. This severe warning has 60-mile-per-hour winds. Wait, is it moving down? I just realized. It might be moving down. It's very isolated. Okay, so the new severe warning was on the back part of this warning. That's very strange. On the back side of the warning is where we had that severe warning. Heading back up again to our enhanced risk. Let's check back in our tornado warning. I want to cover much of every area today. It's gonna be hard since obviously I'm using the mic and everything on my laptop, so it's gonna be much harder. But by the next live stream, we should be back to normal. We should be back to normal by next live stream. You can see that hook echo's still there, and it would have just went over deposit, and oh, okay. We have a tornado on the ground. I would almost confirm that. We have a CC spike over the Whitaker Swamp State Forest. We have a velocity spike, and we have a reflectivity hook. That tells me we got a tornado warning, or we have a tornado on the ground. The hook has become a little bit less defined on the newest radar scan, but that velocity signature is nothing to play with. So that is, I would almost confirm a tornado is on the ground. I'm gonna pull this onto the screen so you guys can see if it gets updated. So keep in mind, right now you see it says radar indicated rotation. That means the radar is indicated that there is a severe thunderstorm or storm that's capable of producing a tornado. This should be upgraded soon to confirmed from what I'm seeing right now. This velocity scan tells me that we most likely have a tornado on the ground. It matches up with the CC, matches up with the reflectivity. Everything matches up. So if you're in Hancock, get in your shelter now. If you're in Fish's Eddy, Starlight, make sure you're getting in your shelter. This is nothing to play with. Oh my goodness. Hail Eddy. That's gonna be right over you in a moment. Yeah, that's we'll see how this has progressed. Oh yeah, it's definitely a tornado on the ground. Its velocity spike is still going. Do we have a new tornado warning? Oh, we do. We have a new tornado warning for Maryland. Oh yeah, and we have some velocity signature on it too. Okay, we have a new tornado warning for Maryland. This is gonna be radar indicated. We have no hail in the storm, so I don't even know why they put that there if there's no hail. But this is what we're looking at. Um, Flying debris will be dangerous to those called without shelter. This is gonna be for north central Wicomico County in southeastern Maryland and northeastern Dorchester. I hope I said that right, in southeastern Maryland. Radar indicated tornado, so it's not on the ground. Keep in mind that a lot of these tornado warnings, when they first get issued, they're not going to be on the ground. But if you're just tuning in, today's coverage is off of my laptop. That's why we have no things today. I think I put the text. I'll move it a little bit. The text should be visible. But yeah, we're doing this coverage today off of my laptop, so things are going to be a little bit more difficult, but we're still going to do it. Right now, the velocity, if anywhere, it's going to be right over to northwest of Galestown. I'm gonna move that back actually. It looked much better down there. And we have another severe thunderstorm warning in Pennsylvania. This is gonna be for this is a big severe thunderstorm warning. It's gonna be for the next hour and 4 minutes. It's gonna include all of these counties. So Cameron County, Center County, Clearfield County, Clinton County, Elk County, Lyman County, and Potter County in Pennsylvania. We actually got another severe warning as I was reading that. 60-mile-an-hour winds, no hail in the storm. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, the forecast video that we made yesterday, kind of a forecast video, kind of an urgent update video. What we said yesterday is that these storms, if any threat is going to be the highest threat in these storms is going to be the wind threat. The wind threat is going to be the highest threat out of any of these storms today. We could be seeing 60-mile-an-hour winds or greater in the storm. In any storm that forms today. So keep that in mind if you guys are just tuning in. The wind threat in all of these is the driving factor today. If we can take a look, you see the orange area on your screen, that is the enhanced risk. This is the tornado risk for today, so you can see over New Jersey today, we actually have a Sig 1 tornado risk. I have some family in New Jersey, so I might have to make a call here in a moment. We have 2 new tornado warnings. They're basically both expansions of the other warning. Just noticed that. But our wind risk, we'll get to that in a moment. Our wind risk today is a 45% wind risk. And it's very rare that you see a 45% wind risk. But today we have a Sig 1, 45%. Somewhere. I don't know where the Sig 1 is. Oh, it's up here. Okay. In Montana. So we have a Sig 1 in Montana, which means we could be seeing some destructive winds. And we have a 45% chance of seeing 60-mile-an-hour winds or greater out of a storm in this area, which we have already seen multiple times. And then the hail risk today is sitting at a very low 5% in both Montana and this northeastern part of the United States as well. Yeah, guys, if you're just tuning in, today's stream is off of my laptop, and I think that the text, if you guys can't see the text at the bottom, then just let me know, and I'll kind of move it up. Yo, Liam Severe WX, would you sub, man, to me, LOL. Proud to chase. I'll think about it. One thing I do want to do while we're live, I was supposed to have a big forecast video out and everything today, but everything's just gone wrong that could possibly go wrong with my PC. I want to take a look at the models while we're on here. Or I want to just look at the radar. What is our tropical system looking like? It's not looking like much at all right now. But trust me when I tell you, over the next 24 hours to 48 hours, this is going to be when it's happening. If this happens, it's coming very, very soon. And I think we'll start seeing stuff tonight and into tomorrow morning as well. We're going to keep a close eye on that. Going up to our tornado warnings, we currently have 4 tornado warnings in effect. We have one to the north of Hancock, and we have one that's right over Hancock. Why is it called that? Is this on the ground? No. Okay, it's still radar indicated, and we may have a debris ball, or a tiny debris signature on a radar. It's kind of hard to tell right now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for New York. Almost New York City. This is what that is looking like on radar. If you guys are just tuning in. Let's go to this radar here, right here. This one's pretty close. I'm not sure what's happening with this. So we have a severe thunderstorm warning with no precipitation. I think this is actually what's happening. I think that one's a little bit behind. Okay. Our two tornado warnings down here, I'm pretty sure the whole reason we have this tornado warning here is it's an expansion of this warning. You can see it went for 29 minutes, but because it was issued by, I think this issued by like the National Weather Service in Baltimore or Washington D.C. or something like that. This one was issued by the National Weather Service in Mount Holly. So look, take a look. You can see the warning text on here. If you go down here, this is the National Weather Service in Wakefield that issued this tornado warning. And since it crossed into New Jersey, or crossed into Delaware, we have the new person that's issued it, which is the National Weather Service in Mount Holly, New Jersey. So that's why we have two warnings here. Um, and also it would have got expanded either way. There's a few different areas that we're gonna have to watch in this storm. This storm actually has like a lot of very strange little notches that we could have to watch for rotation. So if you're in Seaford, you're under a tornado warning. If you're anywhere in the tornado warning, make sure you're in your shelter because, as you know, sometimes weather can be very unpredictable. Our warning counts right now, we currently have 4 tornado warnings. We have 2 in New York, and we have 1 in Maryland and 1 in Delaware as well. And then for severe thunderstorm warnings, we have 21 of those. And I want to check back. I know I keep talking about the Northeast. There's some storms that are not even close to there. So there's none in Montana. There was a few in Montana earlier. There's no severe thunderstorm warnings in Montana as of right now. We have this one in Texas. It's going to be for Sanderson. Got our radar pretty close by. This is what that storm's looking like. So it has a tornado possible and a considerable threat tag, which means that this is a pretty bad storm that we're gonna have to watch here. Could be very, very strong. The threat's 70-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-sized hail. The tornado possible makes it, if you always scroll down, you'll see this at the bottom. If this wasn't here, and if you're on a different radar, if you want to know if it's tornado possible, scroll all the way down, and the first text at the top, or it'll also say remain alert for a possible tornado. But that's how you know if it's tornado possible. And then considerable threat tag is mainly because it's quarter-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds mixed. The tornado threat adds a little bit, but with 70-mile-per-hour winds, it should be considerable. That's a low-end tornado. Velocity signature not too concerning right now on those. Yeah, these are still radar indicated. This one up here, though, this one for a moment looked like it was wrapping up pretty good. As of right now, it looks the exact same. Still radar indicated, still no difference. Still have, oh, and it just got reshaped. What the heck? They reshaped that very weirdly. I don't know why they didn't just make it a box. But yeah, we still have that rotation signature. And we have a new severe thunderstorm warning in Pennsylvania. That's going to be for Clearfield. They keep issuing it. They issued like these massive tornado or severe thunderstorm warnings. This thing is huge. Look at the size of these two boxes. Oh my goodness. How many miles is this across? There's a 75 almost. It's almost 75 miles from end to end. Holy crap. This is like a normal severe thunderstorm warning. Bro. We also have one thing that I really like. If you guys are tuning in from Canada, they just installed a bunch of new radar sites in Canada, so now we can actually take a look at what's going on. We have some in Alaska, but we're never really covering Alaska. I don't think Alaska really gets severe weather like Canada or the United States. We had a tornado outbreak in Canada that spawned a few tornadoes. We have our tropical storm Elida out here in the Pacific Ocean. It looks like it might kind of track more towards the United States. We might have to talk about like a storm threat for Eureka, Crescent City bookings as of right now. Maybe San Francisco will get a San Francisco might get a threat for significant rip currents. We also have a few severe thunderstorm warnings in Florida and Georgia. I don't want to skip past any warnings today. I connect to this radar. So the north one, it's just south of Albany. Had 60-mile-an-hour wind threat on it and 0.75 hail. So the hail's not really much of a threat. Don't really see much of the hail. You know what I just figured out, guys, also, that you're going to probably be very confused when I tell you? If you didn't know, the purple on the radar, the purple on the radar is not hail. That's just very, very, very intense rain. That's as intense as the rain goes. The white is hail. The white and the black is hail. I never knew that. I always thought that that was hail. No, it's just intense rain. Crazy, I never knew that. And then we have two more severe thunderstorm warnings. We have a pretty big one for the next 9 minutes with 60-mile-an-hour winds. Looks like it was gonna be this storm up here that was producing that. So we may see another severe thunderstorm warning, sort of like that. And then we have for Santa Rosa Beach and a little west of Panama City. We have this severe thunderstorm warning for Seaside, Ali's Beach. Why did I say it like that? Santa Rosa Beach. And we have the Northwest Florida Beaches International Airport in that severe thunderstorm warning. Let's check back on our tornado warning. So that tornado warning that was to the south of this one has just been allowed to expire. So there's only three remaining tornado warnings. And this one's issued by Mount Holly. I wanna say that if you guys are anywhere around Pennsylvania, around New York today, this actually is a pretty big tornado threat. This is the biggest tornado threat on the map. If you live in New York, if you live anywhere in New Jersey is in the crosshairs today for some tornadoes. Want to say that. We're going to be watching this area very closely over the next few hours. If you know anyone that lives in New Jersey, make sure you share this stream to them. Hopefully we can get the word out pretty quickly that severe weather is coming. That's my whole goal here. My whole goal is to help as many people as I possibly can in these severe thunderstorms and these severe threats. Especially tornadoes. Tornadoes are literally the worst. Alright, well, Philadelphia, you have a storm to your west. It may organize over the next little bit. We're gonna have to watch pretty closely. I mean, look at how the radar scans have moved, and you can tell a lot. So I don't know. Don't know if it's gonna. We also had one thing. We had these storms that just went by New Jersey, or that are going by New Jersey right now. It's gonna take most of that convection away, and that convection is the storm fuel. The fuel that the storms need. There's still a lot of it there. But right now, the storms, if there's any storms that go by right now, they're not gonna have the maximum amount of fuel. The thing that's bad though is that for a little bit here, the clouds are gonna peel back, and the sun's gonna be raining down on the ground, and it's gonna heat up the ground, make the heat rise up into the atmosphere, and it's gonna make pretty much the atmosphere is gonna be primed once again for severe storms and tornadoes. And in a little bit, when these storms start getting closer, we're going to get a sounding of what the atmosphere looks like to show you how bad the tornado threat is going to be. Because keep in mind, this is our SIG 1 again for tornadoes. That means we can get some strong tornadoes, which is an F2 or greater. And that is, you never want to see that. We've seen SIG 2. We haven't seen SIG 3 yet. SIG 3 is like when you know one of those historic F5 tornadoes might be coming. We have two areas of noticeable rotation still on the radar. We have one to the south of Fish's Eddy, and we have one to the west of Downsville. That's going to be in the Bear Spring Mountain Wildlife Management Area. But right now, no confirmed warning. And the one to the north has a little bit more size hail, I just noticed. Wait, is that true? Yeah, this one has 0.75 and this one has quarter. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning as well. Oh, I need to take this off the screen. What, I didn't even realize I was still on the screen. There's a cluster of severe warnings here. Look how many. There's like all of those red polygons you see, all those red boxes are severe thunderstorm warnings. All those pink boxes are tornado warnings. And we have a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings in one area. If you live anywhere in here, if you live by Bridgeville, your phone is probably going berserk, getting a ton and ton of warnings. Tornado, severe warning. Yeah, the rotation on this storm right now is not really concerning me much. We have Bridgeville, we have Seaford, we have Georgetown. I don't see much of a confined rotation area. There's a lot of broad areas throughout this line, and this could just be very strong, straightforward, straight line wind gust. Because, as you know, when the winds get higher, the velocity will get brighter as well. It's not only tornadoes that do that. I don't know when this radar picture. Yeah, look. Okay, so this was at 4:10 p.m. today. You see how in the bottom corner, in the bottom left, it says there's a red dot, and it says the last game was at 4:10 p.m. Not even close to this time at all. So this is gonna be a little bit bad since we don't have a really good, reliable long-range radar um, for this area now. This was the only really good long-range radar for the whole state of New Jersey. We still have some that are nearby, but they're not long-range. This one by Philadelphia, it's still a radar, but it doesn't. I don't think it has velocity. Oh, it does. Okay, we have velocity, but we're gonna have to watch this one very closely. This radar, hopefully, it does good. But if this radar gets taken off, then it might be a bad situation that we're talking about. Yeah, right now it's the tornado activity not too active. You know what I mean? Not too active. But this is by Bridgeville. If you guys want a quick weather 101 here, the green, this is velocity. This is all this. This is reflectivity. This is what you're used to seeing maybe on TV. When you see weather radar, when you think of weather radar, this is what you think of. But this is the other side of that. This is the velocity. What this does is it takes the hydrometeors or the raindrops in the sky and it takes the winds of that and shows us how strong the winds are and what direction they are. The green colors are the winds that are moving towards the radar, and the red colors are the winds that are moving away from the radar. And when you have the green and the red in a close general vicinity, not like this, that are getting very bright and they're very tight together, that's when you know you have some rotation. And again, this is not the craziest rotation I've ever seen. This is just very broad little areas by Bridgeville that we could see rotation form. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the little lesson there. This tornado warning to the north now is looking more concerning than the one to the south did. So we still have this tornado warning, but it's going to expire in a minute. And then we'll be down to 2 tornado warnings, so that will be gone. But this one up here, for the Bear Spring Mountain Wildlife Management Area, this one has some rotation that concerns me. This tells me that we could have a tornado on the ground shortly. With the way this is like strengthening really quickly. You can see the spinning as I go throughout the radar. You can see how it looks like it's spinning. Yeah, that tells me there's rotation in that area. And that tornado warning has just been allowed to expire, so we're down to 2 active tornado warnings. We have one in Delaware, and we have one up there in New York. Also, we no longer have any severe thunderstorm warnings in Texas. And we have that one in Oklahoma. And we have we don't have any severe warnings in Florida either anymore. We have a new one. We have a new severe warning that has been issued to the south of Kirkwood. This includes Montrose, Harford, Clifford, Forest Lake, and Rush. This is going to be for quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. And this is a very, very large severe thunderstorm warning, so I get why it's for the next hour. We have another one that has just been issued to the east of that, and this is going to be in that storm that's tornado warned. And this one's going to go for the next 59 minutes. And notice it has that tornado possible tag on it. It has that quarter-size hail tag, and it has that 70-mile-per-hour wind gust tag, which makes it a considerable damage threat severe thunderstorm warning. Notice how this one there's no damage threat. This one it's red and it's considerable. This means that this storm is really packing a punch. This storm has got a lot of strengthening and a lot of fuel ready. We also have another rotation area, so we have a few notches. This is the tornado warning that just expired, and now this one's sort of taken over once again. So you have that tornado warning to the southwest of Rockland. Again, for anyone that has just tuned in and you are very confused why you may have saw my videos and you're like, what is this? This is not even close to as good as the videos. Right now, we do not have the normal setup. My normal PC exploded. I'm just joking. It's not exploding, but it's having some issues. It's having some ventilation issues. So basically, the vents aren't working as much, and we have a new tornado warning. I'll get to that in a second. But the vents are not working as much, so I'm gonna go get that checked out, and the CPU keeps overheating pretty quickly. So we're gonna get it checked out, but for now, we're just gonna do this off my laptop. And I could have not went live today, but I'm like, nope, we're going live. We're covering the severe weather event, like I said I was gonna yesterday. So we have a new tornado warning. Besides that, we have a new tornado warning with quarter-sized hail for Livingston Manor, Neversink, Rockland, and Jeffersonville and Youngsville in, I believe this is New York. Yeah, in New York. This was issued by Binghamton National Weather Service in New York. And you can see that rotation area is actually pretty strong on radar. So we have winds moving towards the radar, and we have the winds moving away from the radar. It's just, in this one, it's only red. You notice how it gets orange and it gets red? So there's some times when you see it's only the same color, and it's not the green and the red mixing. This is still a pretty big velocity signature, though. If I take a look at the CC, it's not on the ground. But we also have a hook echo starting to form on the radar. So we're going to have to watch this area very closely. And if this did become a full-blown tornado on the ground, it would be moving towards the Fremont Center, Pleasant Valley, North Branch, Calhoun Center, and then maybe even Livingston Manor here in New York. Monticello way down the line. We have South Fallsburg very far down the line. And this only goes for the next 26 minutes, so this storm is going to move pretty quick if this tornado warning is this large. And yeah, it is moving really quick. That tornado warning is very large, so it's going to cover a lot of area pretty quick. So get ready. You got a few minutes. If you're in Rockland, Livingston Manor, to prepare. Get into your shelter on the lowest floor away from windows. These are all radar indicated, I'm pretty sure. As long as I didn't miss anything. I think I would have gotten an alert update if they did. This one should just be allowed to expire. I don't see any really rotation on the area. And also, it's getting too close to this radar site where we're not going to get accurate, reliable weather data. The reason that these radars work so good, they're Doppler radars, and the Earth is not flat. So when it sends that radar beam out, it gets higher and higher in the atmosphere. That's why we have very reliable weather data that's pretty close by the radar, like if it was in Millsboro. But as you get closer to the radar, it gets closer to the ground. So as you can see, this right here is literally just showing us the ground. Like if anywhere in the spot, that's nothing. And then this is showing us a little bit above ground. And then it gets a little bit further and further and further and further. And then, you know how it works. Just like that. But that's why also, when you get really far out, it's looking very, very, very high up into the clouds. So it gets very unreliable when you get very far out. That's why we have so many of these radars around the United States. And we actually should get more. Like, look, we should have one that's right here, because kind of in a radar dead zone, but this one, somewhere around here would be really good in northern West Virginia. But yeah, we need a few more weather radars around the United States. It'd be nice if we also had one to the east of St. Louis in the middle. But we have some states that really need them. Like, um, we really need one in was it Arkansas? I was struggling with the name. We need to get one in southern Arkansas and northeastern Arkansas right here because this radar it works, but it doesn't work good. Like, look, this looks like a major storm. Also, this radar color table I got on is really good. It shows like the intensity of the storms very well. Right now, yeah, we have very intense rains going on around the radar site. Very intense rain. Bridgeville, you should still get in your shelter, even though there's no areas of rotation that I'm seeing on the radar right now. Treat it with if you're in any tornado warning, you need to treat it like your life depends on it. So get in your shelter, away from windows on the lowest floor, and you will be fine if you do that. All right. So our severe thunderstorm warning for New York, or close to New York City, it goes for the next 23 minutes, and it only has 60-mile-an-hour winds and 0.75-inch hail. So the wind gust is the main threat here, and it's going to continue to move kind of to that northeastern area. So Woodbridge, Old Bridge Township, you are in the crosshairs next. To the south of Rockland, we also have this area. Taking a look at the velocity, we have it's there, but it's getting very weak pretty quick. Notice how fast it's kind of deteriorating. Yeah, so I don't know if this is going to be a big threat over the next little bit. We're going to have to watch it closely. With any storm, they could go from 0 to 100 very quickly. That's what I've noticed since I've started doing the weather here. Things can change rapidly. Also, while I'm right here, I'm going to make the map borders a lot bigger. Is that good? Like right there. There we go. And now I can tell which state I'm in pretty quickly. That's much better. But right now we're down to 3 tornado warnings. It should be 2 soon, as this one's about to expire in 6 minutes. And we have a tornado warning for Georgetown that expires in 6 minutes as well. So in 6 minutes, if none of these get reissued, we'll be down to 1 tornado warning. And we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning on that tornado warning storm. It should have a tornado possible label. It doesn't even have a tornado possible label on it. So when this tornado warning expires, we're not going to see another one. That's pretty much what I'm getting out of that. This is going to be for Milton, Louise, I don't know how you say that, Rehoboth Beach, Broadkill Beach, Argos Corner, Slaughter Beach. What are these names? Holy crap, bro. But yeah, if you live by New Brunswick, East New Brunswick, that's where. Why is it called East New Brunswick? I just realized it's to the south. Who knows? But yeah, there's a severe thunderstorm warning for that area, and we might even see a continuation of this storm that goes into New York City. Might see a severe warning, or we might see a special marine warning. Take a look at this tornado warning once again from Monticello. I don't really see much rotation. Very broad rotation. This one's definitely going to be allowed to expire. Yep, it's gone. But we have one tornado warning. We're down to one tornado warning. Officially, we have one tornado warning in the entire United States. So this is our alert counts. We have one active tornado warning, and we have 20 active severe thunderstorm warnings. We have no tropical alerts for the whole United States. No winter alerts. No non-precip, no hydro, and no fire because I'd have those. I have the non-precip, hydro, and fire turned off because I don't know why I would need that doing severe coverage. I have the tropical and storm-based and winter turned on though. But obviously it's the dead of summer right now. Not gonna be seeing that unless we have in Oklahoma we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. And I told you that when the stream first started earlier, when we covered this warning, which was way back here, that this line of storms was gonna begin to build. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Hollis and Gold in Oklahoma here, and then we still have this one, which includes Roosevelt, Friendship, and that's it, and Warren, and Centerville in Oklahoma. This one for the next, this is gonna be for the next 3 minutes, so this one's gonna either be allowed to expire or it's gonna be extended. I can see this definitely getting extended, sort of like this. Um, Probably just like that. Alright, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Wawarsing and Shokin in, I believe, New York. Yep, this is going to be for New York. We have Catskill Park, we have Slide Mountain Wilderness, and we have Big Indian Wilderness in there as well. This is going to be a 60-mile-an-hour wind threat. 42 minutes. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more on the model side of things for the hurricane over on here, because that's one thing I wanted to do. And I'm going to get to do it live now. So watch these areas pretty close. This is the HRRR model, as you can see on your screen right here. HRRR model, what it's showing over the next little bit. So right now it is about 7 p.m. So this is what the forecast for 7 p.m. looks like. But as we go into the overnight hours tonight, you notice how those rain bands start to spin this way. You can see it's starting to spin in that counterclockwise rotation. And by Sunday 5 p.m., we may have a full-blown storm starting to appear. And then as we go throughout the hours, now it's like it has an eye wall and everything by Monday. So we're going to have to watch tomorrow and Monday are the two areas to watch. And as of right now, a few of the models are starting to say that it's going to move towards New Orleans kind of area, maybe even Houston and Texas instead of Florida. And if you notice, if you take a look at that, the outlook that the National Weather Service put out, or the National Hurricane Center put out for the hurricane, you'll notice that it's not even including much of Florida anymore. It's still including Florida, but it's not including that big area like this, how it did before. Now it's just like here. So that's what's happening. I don't know why our alarm just went off. But that's what's happening as far as that warning goes. Taking a look at the RFS model, double RFS. This is what we're seeing on this model as well. So you can see today, if we go to about 7 p.m., this is what it's looking like. All the models show the same type of thing starting to happen. But as we go throughout the hours, you can see that spinning starting to appear. And then by Sunday, 4 p.m., it's becoming like a full-blown tropical system. And look, this one shows you what might happen is much different than going towards Florida. It tells you it's going to go right by New Orleans and smash into New Orleans. That's what the radar models are showing now, so we're going to have to watch this very closely. As if you live in southern Louisiana, if you live by New Orleans, we may have to talk about a storm coming through your direction, and it's this storm that we thought was gonna go towards um towards Florida. Take a look at the NAM model. They all starting to show a tropical storm. All of them. Look at this. This is the NAM model. It shows that spinning area as well going towards the exact same area. And then we have the GFS model, which is showing the exact same thing. We have that spinning column of precipitation on almost every single one. This is what this model is looking like. Look, spinning. The rat model looking like spinning. The ND, this is not even close to what the one I was going to want. What is this? How do I get off this? Hello? How do I do this? The ECMWF model. Take a look at that precipitation. The same spinning effect right by New Orleans. So this might be it, guys. This might be over the next 24 to 48 hours. We might be talking about our next big storm um going towards Louisiana. And look, now we have this as a 40% chance in the next 7 days and a 30% chance in the next 48 hours. That is much different than yesterday. Notice how yesterday we had a 10% chance. This has gone way up to 40% chance, and I told you it was going to rise pretty quickly. And now we have a 40% in the next 7 days, which I think by tomorrow it's going to be even higher. We might have in the red tomorrow. Should be 60% chance or greater. 30%. You can see what that is looking like on a radar satellite right now. Looking pretty crazy. We still have a LIDA out here, which by Wednesday is just going to be all the way up there and should not pose much of a threat to the United States from what I know right now. But yeah, that's what the storms are looking like currently. Some pretty intense stuff going on. And then we have to the southeast of Birmingham and southeast of Kirkwood, south of Rockland and Livingston Manor, we have this storm area as well, which has a tornado warning, and the rotation not looking confined to one area on there. But yeah, that's what's happening. So I think this is gonna be it for the coverage for tonight. I have a lot of stuff to do, as far as making forecast videos. I'm gonna have to make a forecast video off the laptop, so that's gonna be a rough one. I have to prepare a bit. We're gonna go until an hour. I'm just saying, probably by an hour. Probably gonna be it for the day. If not, we may continue going. But I am gonna take a quick break for a moment, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back, and apparently there's a severe thunderstorm warning over here. Yeah, there is. Oh my goodness, there is. I did not believe we have a two severe thunderstorm warnings in by Louisville. It's gonna be by Valley Station. We don't have much velocity, but we have 60 mile per hour wind gusts going towards the KLVX radar, which is the radar we're using right now. Hopefully it's okay. What is what is happening? That is the worst radar I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. They need to fix that immediately. Holy crap. The TSDF radar is the worst radar in the whole United States right now. Oh my god. That's terrible. We have some big storms coming through. This may pose a threat, as it looks like these are moving southwest, southeast. Whenever we get these southeast storms, guys, it's never good. What I've learned. So we may have to watch for a tornado, even though there's no tornado tag. It's like every time. It's the pattern for Louisville, I'm telling you. Every time these storms start forming from here, or like here in the area, when they get to right here, in by southeast Louisville, they immediately gain rotation, and then there's a tornado warning for like that area. And then it goes like this, and then it goes like this, and then it goes up somehow. It doesn't make sense, but every time they come southeast, it always happens. So we may have to watch. Like April 27th of this year, April 2nd of 2024, I think April 2nd of 2025 as well. On the same day in the next year. It's crazy. But yeah, take a look at the velocity on these why am I even looking at that? Don't even look organized at all. Oh, severe thunderstorm warning for my area. Or, no, what? Severe thunder. Wait, what did I say? Oh, remain alert for a possible severe thunderstorm. Wait, did we get a severe thunderstorm watch? I didn't even notice. They're not on the screen, so that's the only reason why I wouldn't know. But I get the alert, so. Look at this. It looks like, is this like a mini derecho? Look at that. Crazy. Velocity, nothing. Oh, it's very, very strong winds. This thing's making its own, like, big storm system. Look at it. Look at those winds. It's, like, rapidly making very, very high winds very quickly. Again, for anyone that's tuning in, this is live severe weather coverage. I'm doing this off my laptop today. So, things are a little bit different today. But yeah, that's what's happening. We still have this storm that's going to expire in 5 minutes, and then we'll have no tornado warnings. I'll probably end stream a little bit after that expires because obviously I got a lot to do. I'm still on my laptop, keep in mind, so things are a little bit harder to do on a laptop. We have some rotation offshore. Look at that. We have a tornado possible text. Nope. Nope, nope. Louisville storm, what we're looking at for that is just the wind gust threat, really. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. I don't think there's much of a tornado threat as of right now. I'm gonna say that as what I said earlier, southeast storms, whenever these move southeast, it seems like we always get a tornado. I don't know what it is, but it seems like we always do in northern Louisville. This area always gets one. We're gonna have to watch if these storms start turning this way somehow. Then watch. It happens so much. Like whenever that's only when we get a tornado warning, like only ever. Watch these storms up here. If it happens, these storms, it's like gonna be one stray storm that comes like out here. and it's gonna move down. Then, like right when it gets here, it's just gonna go straight into here, and it's gonna go like this. It's very weird how it moves. It goes like southeast, east, and then northeast. Don't get it ever, but it happens a lot for some reason, and that's whenever we get tornado warnings. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that I have not covered yet here in Montana. So if you're in Montana, this is going to be to the southwest of Cascade. We have a severe thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-an-hour winds and an inch-sized hail or quarter-sized hail as the maximum hail threat for that storm. We are down to 0 tornado warnings, and we have 17 severe thunderstorm warnings, so much quieter than when we first started the stream here. Let's zoom into this storm by Oklahoma. This storm actually did not get another severe warning. I'm shocked. The storm by Hollis, this goes for the next 2 minutes, and then this will expire as well. We have a new severe warning. And it's this storm. Look at that. So Altus now has a severe thunderstorm warning once again. And this is going to be 60-mile-an-hour wind threat and 0.75-inch hail. We have another new severe warning for out here in the ocean. This is Lower Township and Wildwood in New Jersey now. So we have New Jersey officially getting these severe storms. So Wildwood, Lower Township, Velos, and Cape May. Cape May's all the way here, or all the way on like the most southern corner. It's not nice. I'll tell you right now, it's not nice in Cape May right now. If you're looking for nice weather, do not be at Cape May. Pretty much. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning by Cleveland. This is gonna be for Elria, Amherst, Oberlin, LaGrange, Grafton, Eden, and Lorraine. Here in Ohio. This is actually on the border of Ohio and the border of Michigan. Michigan, or is this? This is not considered Michigan, right? Is this Lake? This is Lake Erie. So it goes a little bit in the Lake Erie. Lake Erie storm is starting to form. This is like Huron looking like. This is my favorite. This is my favorite one out of all of them. We have Lake Huron, which had a hurricane in it. We have Lake Michigan, or is it called? Is it actually called Lake Michigan? Yeah, it is. We have I'm not gonna look at it. I don't know what the name of that one is. I gotta think back of it. We have Erie, we have Ontario. Yeah, and then we have what is this one? I swear I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna be like, oh, I should have got that. Start with a B. Superior. Yeah, I would not have got that. Lake Superior. So we have Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Huron, we have Erie, and Ontario. So we got all 5 of the Great Lakes. So this is all considered Lake Huron as well? This area? What is the weather looking like over the Great Lakes? Not not too bad until you get to Lake Erie. Then it's like, okay, what is happening by Sandusky? So Sandusky, I know if you're at the Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Not sure where that is located. I think that's somewhere over here, maybe right here, something like that. Cedar Point, yeah. So it's right around here. If you live in Cedar, or if you live by Cedar Point, get to your safe place quickly. That's inside and away from windows, as there could be some hail. The storm is not for you, but there is a storm coming, so I'm gonna give you kind of a heads up to what to do. What's my storm looking like? Still the exact same. But these ones may have to watch, for like as they move towards Louisville. The Cape hopefully goes down. Until you get when it gets to the north of Louisville, that's when we have to start talking about it. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna be it for the live severe weather coverage um, of the 18th of July. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to leave a subscribe. Um, Thank you so much, Cruz Haynes and Will Bratton, for getting me to or helping me get to 100 subs. I'm at 121 subs as of today. So thank you guys all for your support. I'm gonna try. I've only slept about 4 hours, but I'm gonna try to fix the PC. So tomorrow I should be back on the PC once again. Then we'll have more fully edited forecast out. We'll have everything back to normal. I appreciate you guys all for tuning in, even when I'm on the scuffed setup. Um, Literally almost on the floor. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of your support.